It's 10 p.m. You've been rocking your baby for almost an hour. Your arms are numb. And finally, those little eyes close. You lower them into the crib, slowly, like you're defusing a bomb, and the moment their back touches the mattress, their eyes snap open, and the crying starts. Again. If bedtime at your house feels like a battle, this video is for you. Because here's the truth almost nobody tells new parents. Your baby is not fighting sleep. In fact, a baby who's crying, arching, kicking, and wide awake at bedtime is very often a baby who is desperate to sleep, but can't. Their body won't let them. That sounds strange, I know, but once you understand what's actually happening inside your baby's body in the hour before bed, everything changes. The screaming makes sense. The second wind makes sense. And, more importantly, you'll know exactly what to do about it. In the second half of this video, I'll walk you through a simple 4-step bedtime routine, backed by research on more than 10,000 children. It doesn't require any special training. It doesn't require letting your baby cry it out. And, for most families, it starts working within just a few nights. But first, let's talk about why bedtime turns into a war zone in the first place. Here's the part that surprises almost every parent. When a baby stays awake past their natural sleep window, even by an hour or two, their body doesn't just get more tired, it does the opposite. It sounds an alarm. Think about it from your baby's ancient biological point of view. A tired baby who still isn't asleep? To the body, that reads as, something must be wrong. It's not safe to sleep yet. So the body releases stress hormones, like cortisol, to force itself to stay alert. It's the same system that kicks in when you're in danger. Fight or flight. This is the famous second wind. Your baby suddenly seems wired, giggling, climbing, bouncing off the walls at 9 p.m. A lot of parents look at that and think, well, clearly they're not tired yet, so they let them play a little longer. But that energy isn't real. It's chemical. It's a tired body running on emergency fuel. And here's why this matters so much for bedtime. Those stress hormones directly work against melatonin, the hormone that makes your baby feel drowsy and calm. So, when you finally start rocking, shushing, feeding, you're not just soothing a baby. You're trying to out-cuddle a stress response. You're fighting hormones with a lullaby. And, most nights, the hormones win. So, the crying, the arching, the fighting, that's not defiance. That's not your baby being difficult. That's a nervous system stuck in on mode, begging someone to help switch it off. Now, here's the second half of the problem. Even when parents time bedtime perfectly, the modern home can work against baby sleep. And the biggest enemy is strong light. Your baby's brain decides when to release melatonin based on one main signal: how bright the world is. Bright light says, it's daytime, stay awake. Darkness says, night is coming, power down. And here's the crucial part. Research on young children found that their eyes are more sensitive to evening light than adult eyes. Their pupils are larger. The lens inside their eye is clearer. So the same living room lights that feel cozy to you can hit your baby's brain like a floodlight and strongly suppress that sleepy melatonin signal. Now add a TV playing in the background, a phone screen, and that classic move, Daddy comes home from work at 8 p.m. and starts a tickle fight. We've all been there. It comes from love. But look at what the evening adds up to. Bright lights, screens, excitement, roughhousing. Every single one of those is a signal that says, stay awake. Then at 8:30, we turn everything off and expect the baby to fall asleep in 10 minutes. That's like driving with your foot on the gas all evening, and then wondering why the car won't stop. Your baby's body can't just switch off. It needs a runway. It needs time and the right signals to slow down and land. So, what's the fix? Here's where the science gets genuinely hopeful. The answer is not a fancier rocking technique. It's not a magic sound machine. It's something much more boring and much more powerful. A consistent bedtime routine. The same few calming steps in the same order. Every single night. Why does that work? Because of one deep need in your baby's brain. Predictability. A baby can't read a clock. The only way they know what's coming is pattern. When the same sequence happens every night, bath, dim lights, story, good night, their brain learns. This chain of events ends in sleep. There's nothing to brace for, nothing to fight. And when the brain feels safe and knows what's next, it stops pumping out those stress hormones and lets the sleepy signals through. The routine literally becomes a runway for landing. And this isn't just a nice theory. A study of more than 10,000 young children across 13 countries found that kids with a consistent bedtime routine fell asleep faster, woke up less at night, and slept longer overall. And here's my favorite part. The effect stacked up like a dose. The more nights per week families did the routine, the better the sleep got. In another study, researchers had mothers introduce a simple routine. Nothing else. No sleep training, no crying it out, just the routine. Sleep improved significantly, often within the first few nights. So, no, a bedtime routine is not just a cute social media trend. It's one of the most well-proven tools in all of baby sleep science. And you can start tonight. Here are the 4 steps. Step 1. A warm bath, then straight into comfy pajamas. About 30 minutes to 1 hour before you want your baby asleep. And here's a little secret about why the bath works so well. It's not just about being clean and cozy. When your baby comes out of the warm water, their body temperature gently drops. And that little cooling down is one of the body's natural time for sleep signals. So the bath isn't just washing off the day, it's flipping the first switch. One note here. If bath time makes your baby wildly excited, keep it short and calm, or swap it for a warm washcloth wipe down and cozy pajamas. The goal is winding down, not a splash party. Step 2. Dim the lights everywhere your baby will be. Remember those sensitive little eyes we talked about? This is where you use that knowledge. About 30 minutes before sleep, turn off the big ceiling lights. Use a small warm lamp instead. Screens off, or at least out of your baby's line of sight. You're not just setting a mood here. You're taking your foot off the gas. You're telling your baby's brain, in its own language, night is here, melatonin can flow now. And honestly, you might notice it works on you too. Most parents said the whole house feels calmer the moment the lights go down. Step 3. One quiet, connected activity. This is the heart of the routine. Pick one calm activity you do together in the dim light, reading one picture book, singing one soft song, or just holding your baby and talking quietly about the day. One is enough. You don't need all 3, and it doesn't need to be long. 5 to 10 peaceful minutes. What matters is that it's calm, it's connected, and it's roughly the same each night. This is the moment your baby's whole body gets the message. I'm safe. Someone is here. Nothing exciting is coming. Your baby's brain has spent the whole day learning and absorbing. This quiet connection is like a warm blanket for the nervous system. And step 4, my favorite, end with the same goodnight phrase. Every single night. Something short and warm. Good night, sweetheart. Mommy loves you. See you in the morning. Whatever feels natural, but keep it the same. Here's why this tiny step is so powerful. That phrase becomes the final note of the sequence, the period, at the end of the sentence. After enough nights, those words alone tell your baby's brain. The routine is complete. We've arrived. It's okay to let go now. Some parents say that after a few weeks they can see their baby's body soften the moment they hear those words. That's not magic. That's a brain that finally knows what comes next. Before we wrap up, 3 things I really want you to remember. First, the order matters more than the content. Maybe your family skips the bath some nights. Maybe grandma does bedtime on Tuesdays. That's fine. Keep the sequence roughly the same. And the routine still works. It's the pattern and predictability your baby's brain is learning, not the perfection. Second, you don't need to copy anyone else's routine. Not mine. Not the ones you see online. If your baby is comfortable and it's something you can actually repeat every night without burning out, that is the best routine for your family. And third, it won't work on night 1. Some babies settle into it in a few days. Some need a few weeks. Remember, the research showed improvement within the first nights for many families. But every child's pace is different. If night 3 is still rough, you're not failing. You're building something. Every calm, predictable evening is a brick. So tonight, lights down. 1 story, same goodnight words, and then do it again tomorrow. You're not just putting a baby to sleep. You're teaching a little human that the world is safe enough to close their eyes and let go. If this helped you see your little one a little differently today, hit subscribe. We explain things your baby is doing every day.